So I wanted to just shoot a video kind of showing off some of the things in my collection. I don't think I've ever done anything like that. Unfortunately, it's all a mess and all mixed up right now, and I'm in the process of arranging it all, but I did want to share some of the things. So here is this is from, I believe, from Star Wars Celebration in probably 2018, 2019. First year, I guess it was 2019, I think it's from the first year when Mandalorian came out. I had it mounted. A friend of mine got it for me. Here's my helmet collection. So up here on the top is the EFX Boba Fett Empire Strikes Back helmet. Prop replica. Yeah. Here we have the Black Series Mando helmet. My first custom helmet that I did. And the Black Series Boba Fett re-armored. Death Watch, which was the basis for this guy here. There's the Black Series Empire Strikes Back helmet and the prototype helmet. And then up here we have our Savi's lightsabers that we built. And I had these custom stands made on Etsy. Pretty cheap, pretty awesome, they're nice. This is the interactive R2-D2 voice-controlled version, and the Lola. I think this is the smaller, cheaper Lola. I think I got that one from Ross for like $10 or something. It needs a little weathering, but anyway. There is my C-Unit droid that I built at Galaxy's Edge last time and weathered it up when I got it home. And down on the bottom there, we've got another droid that we built at Galaxy's Edge, and my Camtono from Galaxy's Edge as well. Some Han Solo dice, a stand for a helmet that needs to be built. I'll show you that in a minute. There's a Lola down there in the bottom. It's my that would be the electronic version, and that's been weathered out. This is the Walt Disney World anniversary version of an R2 unit. And then I've got some of the old Master Replicas mini sabers. So in there we've got, looks like we've got an Anakin up in the top, Dooku and Obi-Wan. And then I've got Yoda's lightsabers, two different versions. There's like a dark metal version and a regular metal version, and then a worn down version of Obi-Wan's. Yeah, so there's those. Let's see, what do we got over here? Up here we've got, this is a Trapjaw Mondo. It's the only He-Man character I ever really liked. So I got that one, I like him. There's my Cloud car from when I was a kid, and a little D&D display from some of the NECA and Funko stuff. There's a series of Gundam helmets and a Gundam model that I built and weathered out. Warhammer statue from years ago. And another Gundam that I built. Some of Canon's One Piece figures back there. Some more Gundams, hard to see because of the reflection, and I don't want to unbury all the stuff from the front of it here. There's some Kenner Star Wars, and another Gundam on the bottom. Over there we've got the Godzilla Super 7 skeleton and the Yavin Metal. Here's some Godzillas down in here. We'll get this opened up to take a look at some of these things. So we've got some Godzilla stuff in there, a Devil Fruit and some Godzilla Sofubi and some Gundams, and then of course, SH Monster Arts Godzilla -1, which is just incredible. Recent acquisition, I got a Kubrick Boba Fett, as well as the Daimyo Boba Fett back there. Canon made this little scene of Boba taking down Mando, and then I've got some recarded vintage figures back there that I recently recarded up off of Etsy. Got some kits and some Gundams. Yeah, so there's that, all that stuff. Let's see. Let's move over to here. A lot of stuff up in here. I mean, just lots of different Boba Fett's and ships, and all of this needs to be displayed better right now. It's kind of piled up, just getting it out of the way. But yeah, and then inside here we've got, these are eventually going to be all Boba Fett cases. Right now I've got some customs that I made. I've got some Stan Solos and some vintage. This guy right here, wait. Yes, this guy right here. This is my Boba Fett from when I was a kid, a mail-away Boba Fett. That was the one I got. Back there is a Jeremy Bullock signed 300th Boba Fett from Hasbro. I'm bringing that to Celebration next year to see if I can get Daniel Logan and Tamora Morrison to sign it as well. So I'll have all three of the main actors on that one. And there's the Mythos Hot Toys, or Mythos Sideshow Boba Fett. And model kit. And just some other rando stuff in there. I really love this Chopper retro Star Wars figure. I think he's really cool. I think they did a great job. I think it's the sticker. I think the sticker is what does it. It doesn't have any real detailing, but man, that sticker is rad. Who knew a sticker would make me so happy? Down there, I've got a Galactic Credit. I've got one of the Chrome Boba Fett's from Stan Solo. Unfortunately, I never got a carded version of it. That was my consolation prize to myself. Some more Boba Fett's back there. There's even stuff buried behind it all. I think the only thing that's behind it, there's like a wallet back there, like a Boba Fett wallet. Really cool Rancor pommel for the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers. Some more Boba Fett's down there. Lightsaber. There's my Kenner Slave 1 complete. More Master Replicas lightsabers down there. The Star Wars Unleashed series, which I love, absolutely love these. I think these are some of the coolest sculpts Hasbro ever made. I can't believe you used to just get these in the store. Nowadays, these would be, $150 statues from Diamond Select or something like that, more than likely. Up here, we've got a selection of Boba Fett busts. We got the Legends in 3D version back from the 90s. I think it was the late 90s, early 2000s. I think it was late 90s, maybe early 2000s. And then, of course, the initial first Gentle Giant version, and then an updated one they did later on. A couple random Black Series Mandos back there. More Mandos! Surprise, surprise. There is a prototype of the Something Wild Funko Boba that I was gifted by one of our production folks, probably because I might be a little bit of a fan. Let's see. Oh, Marcel the Shell slipped his way in there, as well as Negative Zone Spider-Man and Elf. Let's see. There's some more in there. Unfortunately, this stuff is all kind of buried, but behind this cabinet, I can't really get down into it, but we can kind of see there's some stuff in there. There's a, this is one of the new milestone busts, as well as, and now you definitely can't see it from that angle, but there is a clear Mando in there, along with a couple busts from Galaxy's Edge and Hobo Joe. Hobo Joe is not from Star Wars, in case you were wondering. Up top there, I also have, I guess, there's SH Figure Arts and some Moff-X, Boba Fett's, multiples. I need to unpack all of those. Yeah. So all that stuff. There's my Shogun Boba Fett. Seeing a theme yet? Yeah. Here's just some miniatures that my son and I have done. There's Ian Curtis from Joy Division. My son and I went to the cemetery, Macclesfield Cemetery, I think it's called, outside of Manchester, in a little town about half an hour outside of Manchester. And it's the, he was the singer from Joy Division, and I went and did a stone rubbing on his kind of memorial stone, did a few of them, and got it framed, yeah. There is this is a Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 mask prop I got from a friend of mine for my birthday years ago. My friend Frank gave it to me. Just probably one of the most prized things in my collection. Wall of Funko Pops. At this point, it's mostly Mandalorians or Boba Fett's. There's a few others up there, and most of them are at least 2 deep. Oh, and Grogu's, I guess. There's a lot of Grogu's. But yeah, most of it is like 2 deep. So there's just a lot there. I need to, again, get better at all those. Got my new Gravy figure from Smile World. So cool. First edition of that one. Some Godzilla. A couple big guys up there. Really love this micro action fleet stuff. Just really dig it. Detail's great. I need to weather them up some. They're a little clean, but there's some great sculpting detail on it, so I think we can make them look really cool. Spiderman. This is the Spiderman mech, like 10 or 12 inch figure from Mondo. And what is this? Promare, I think was the model, is the name of the movie that this model came from. Kind of crazy. Some cool Star Wars stuff there. AT-ATs, Kongs, and Godzillas galore. Let's see. You got yeah, some Mando. And then over here, we've got stuff piled up there. Seems to be the theme. Look a bit like a hoarder. My Black Series First 12 collection with early bird display. I'm going to be going through this eventually and probably replacing. I really don't like that Luke. I think he looks awful. And there is, I believe it's a SH Figure Arts Luke that they did, Farm Boy Luke, that looks great. So I'm going to replace him. Basically, I'd like to get it to this point where maybe this display is like the best 6-inch versions of each of these characters. A lot of this cloth good stuff I'm just not a huge fan of. It just doesn't lay right. Like, look at that awful hood on Princess Leia. I mean, you have to like sew it down or stick it down. I'd rather just have something plastic, to be honest. I'm not displaying these things in huge crazy action poses. These aren't superheroes. So yeah, that's just my preference though. I know there's a lot of people that like cloth stuff. I have a complete collection of Twin Peaks Funko Pops right now. They're all spread out, but there's a few of them up here, as well as my prototype collection for the Star Wars Rivals Series 1 and tooling models for Series 2. Gundams and my awesome new Jabba the Hutt popcorn bucket. And a few more pops on the bottom. Yeah, so that's the first part of my collection. There's more in the room, but the room is even worse looking than this, so we're not even gonna bother with that. I guess the last thing I do want to show off, I just received this, is, so this is a replica of the original Graflex Saber. This one would be the Empire Strikes Back version, as indicated by the little chip plate there, instead of the bubble buttons. Anyway, that just came in. I'm looking at getting a really nice case made for that, and I have a Darth Vader Empire Strikes Back one as well that I'd like to mount together in a case. So I have a case I really want. It's really expensive, so it'll be a bit before we get it. Anyway, that's the first part of my collection, and yeah, we'll take a look at the rest of it when I can get it more cleaned up.